I move for no man, no man, no man, no man, no man. We'll call it a draw. No man. Just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound.
What's up, my dudes?
What up?
It's been a motherfucking minute.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
What have you guys been doing?
I've just been waiting for the call from our chancellor over here.
Our fearless ambassador.
Yeah.
You guys know this?
Yeah.
Boys are back in
Okay.
town.
That's right.
Yeah.
If we were a
The
real
motherfucking
podcast,
boys
we
are
could
back
just
in
edit
town. Gary, so are you gonna become
How'd you like my post the other day where I was like, man, if Frankie would just put clips like this together, maybe the podcast would be more famous.
That was such a piece of shit too. It's like a collage of garbage. It was
because I never post anything.
It was beautiful.
that you
It was
made.
beautiful.
I've actually gotten a lot better. I feel like I'm posting a lot more of the stuff that you send.
You are. I saw you reposting Gina.
Hell yeah.
Does she ever talk to you?
I haven't spoken to Gina in a while, but I just figured it was a nice thing to do for a friend. So I reposted her little bar routine.
So this is for
Do a flip,
those who
Gina.
don't know.
Do a
Gina
flip.
Scarangella. She's like a famous
Obviously,
calisthenic
Gina listens
chick.
to this podcast religiously.
And
She's
not bad on the eyes either.
We have a lot of women who listen to this, by the way.
Do we?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Well,
We get a lot of DMs as well.
looking at Chris's chiseled jaw while he says that, I understand why.
That's why Frankie brought me on here.
Something's different with Chris, right? Did you get like Botox on your lips or something? No? Well, you look good, Chris.
Thanks, man.
Gary,
Feel good.
I see you've been hanging out at the beach a lot.
Yeah, man. Puerto Rico's been nice.
Working on your tan?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm getting darker.
You're going to become a mullet-toting bronze stud muffin.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm hoping for sure. I got to come visit you someday, man. We're not too far off.
No, we definitely got to hook up.
I haven't gotten any invites, though, at all.
You got an open invite over here, Gary.
An open invite? Okay, same goes to you in Puerto Rico, buddy.
I know. I don't even have to ask you.
Listen,
Am I
Hop on a fucking
am I
flight.
smelling a boys trip right now? Am I smelling a flesh food
Yeah.
podcast?
Is the Dominican open enough to do a boys trip right now, or is it still fucking crazy?
I mean, I would recommend just like waiting a little bit more because we still have curfew over here. I know you guys have curfew in Puerto Rico too.
It's curfews till 11, and there's one section of Puerto Rico, basically the ghetto, which just doesn't abide by that. So that's pretty much where everybody goes out.
So wait, you guys are going to the ghetto to like party?
Yeah, it's called La Perla.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. Basically, I was there with Nicky Rod, my mom, this guy, Fernando, that's been showing us around, and I think Yuting and my buddy Mike. And Nicky Rod is obviously the biggest, like, most jacked guy on our team.
Did Gordon go?
He wasn't there, no. So Nicky Rod looks at this place. He's there for literally 2 minutes, and Nicky Rod's like, bro. He's like, let's just keep walking. We got to get out of here.
Really? Like he was scared?
He was scared for sure. So
How old is he? He's like
Nicky
young,
Rod?
right?
He's probably mid-20s maybe. I would say 28 maybe, 27.
He should just walk around shirtless. I don't think a lot of people are gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Even he was shook. He's like, nah, man, you don't understand. He's like, I might be big, but they're just gonna use that as an excuse to shank me. He's like, you know what I think Nicky Rod's real fear is? It's not so much that he thinks it's that any more of a dangerous place than any other dangerous place, but I think Nicky Rod knows how handsome he is and how attractive he is to women. and he's afraid that somebody's wife or girlfriend is gonna like give him the eyes, and he's gonna make an ounce of eye contact,
Right?
And it's gonna be.
And he's gonna get a bottle to the face.
Exactly. You know.
Yep.
It's funny because I have or actually no, dude. Remember when we put what's his name, Gian, on the podcast, and he was telling us all the stories about how he fucking, you know, people would pick on him because he's the biggest guy in the room.
Yep.
Same thing, dude. Like, yeah, man. I think he's got a little bit of that in him. He knows that he's gonna be a target.
Mm-hmm.
You see guys in like the corner of like the bars, talking to their friends and fucking downing shots. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yo, that guy's big, but he's a pussy, bro. He's big, but he's a fucking pussy. I bet you I can fuck him up.
Yeah. Except for we won't even know what they're talking about because it's gonna be in Spanish, and then all of a sudden there's just gonna be a yell and fucking boom.
Yep, asleep.
Dude, so you know what's funny about the story? That you're like, yeah, so I went to party in the ghetto, and then you're like naming names, and then he's
my
like,
mom.
my mom.
And my mom.
Like,
You
so
just snuck that in there.
Your mom into that situation.
Oh,
into that
dude,
really
I
fucked
brought
up
my mom into way worse situations than La Perla. Dude, my mom's been to pretty much all of my fights. I think she might have missed one of them. So I've fought in Thailand, the Philippines, Japan, Singapore. I'm trying to think if there was anywhere. I think all the rest were like I think most of them were in Singapore, and I fought in all those other countries. So when she came to the first one, which was in Thailand, we went to a strip club together, and
you brought your mom out to a strip club?
Hell yeah, why not?
This guy is fucking crazy.
Your mom's fucking cool.
She's like part of the boys.
No, I'm fucking cool.
Respect.
So we're in the strip club, and of course I went to one of the girls and like bought her a lap dance without my mom knowing. So my mom's just sitting there, and unexpectedly, like, this girl comes up and starts grinding on her, and she doesn't really know know what to do or like what's happening.
What the etiquette is.
Yeah, she doesn't really understand like that this girl was paid to do this. So she starts getting very uncomfortable. and she reaches for one of my other friends like for help. It was amazing, dude. So then I progressed.
She thought she genuinely like attracted this girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she thought. We have to bring my mom on one day, and we'll have to ask her. She's here right now. I could bring her in if you want.
Dude, I would love to ask her, like, what's the most fucked up situation that you've ever put her in?
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That one's pretty bad.
So, well, it got upgraded. So when we went to the Philippines, which was the next fight, I brought her to a strip club, and before the strip club, we went to a place where they have midget boxing. Okay, so. Yeah, and now you're perked up.
Yeah, I'm like.
I know. So this is amazing. So we go to this place, and like, you know, somebody was telling us about it. That they have midget boxing here, and I was like, well, we can't miss out on that. Like, that's definitely a once of a lifetime experience. We got to go do this.
Midget, so anything I'm in. Totally in.
Now in the Philippines, Thailand, or whatever, whenever you go into any of these bar like places like this, it's like a whole racket. Like, the person who leads you to your table, you're supposed to pay. The person who's getting you your drinks, you're supposed to pay. You're supposed to, like, it's just any girl that comes over and talks to you, wants you to buy them a drink. Like, it's like a whole thing. Like, so if you're not really aware of what's going on, you can spend a lot of money really fast, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was aware of what was going on, and I still spent a lot of money really fast. But, but anyway, so what they did was they allowed us to participate in the midget boxing, where we could be either the referee or the ring card girl. So my sister was there also, and my sister and my mom were the ring card girls for the midget boxing, and I was the referee. And so what these guys would do is they'd throw punches at each other. I wouldn't say it's like completely fake. Like, obviously they are throwing some heat sometimes, but most of it is like, you know, for show, right?
It's like a show, right?
Every so often, they would do something where I'd have to get involved as the referee. And anytime that happened, they would just distract me, and then punch me in the balls. So that was like their thing.
Would they like really punch you in the balls?
Oh yeah. They full swing, boom, punch to the balls. But it was boxing gloves. These big, like ridiculous size boxing gloves. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm refereeing, getting punched in the nuts repeatedly. My sister and mom are the fucking ring card girls, and meanwhile there's like strippers giving hand jobs and stuff like that in the corner. Like it's just like a whole fucking mess.
So bizarre.
Insane. So then I'm like, okay, we're gonna move on from this. So like the next day we go to a strip club, right? And
another one.
Well, that wasn't really a strip club. That was just like a spot where they have midget boxing, and like, you know, pretty much everywhere has like escorts or whatever the case may be. So then we go to an actual strip club. And when we go to this one, my mom's there or whatever, and I had already done, like last time I had bought her a lap dance unbeknownst to her. So I was like, I got to up the ante. You know, I got to do something bigger than this. So she had mentioned to me, she's like looking at like the girls and stuff, and she's laughing. She's like, oh, I wish I knew how to pole dance or whatever the case may be. Right. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, hold that thought. So I walk over to like one of the girls, and like basically like if you have enough money, like they're gonna find like, you can get it done, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, listen, I was like, my mom's over there, she wants to learn how to fucking pole dance. I'm like, how much you want? Like, teach my mom how to pole dance, right? So I give her like fucking $200 or something, and she starts teaching my mom how to pole dance at this fucking Filipino strip club. It was amazing.
And she understood English.
Yeah. Oh, in the Philippines they speak pretty fluently. Most of the people speak pretty fluent English.
So I think that one takes the cake over teaching your mom how to pole dance. Probably better than the stripper trying to give her a lap dance.
Yeah,
I think that wins.
We took it a level above for sure.
Yeah, midget boxing and mama pole dancing wins.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that people need to go see Asia for, and those are, you know, the midget boxing, the strip club. There's just a lot. I'm just telling you that, like, whatever, you know, I've said this many times that, like, you know, somebody who's like thinking of offing themselves, like thinking of committing suicide, I think a lot of times they don't realize how big the world really is. There's some really amazing things out there that, like, man, if you can find a way to get yourself out to Asia, like, there might be something for you out there, man. There might still be hope. Like, there might still be something to live for. Like, imagine the possibilities. Like, I'm just saying, like,
you're like, just move to Asia and explore.
Maybe you're just not in the right place, man. You
that
fucking Thailand and just drop it all.
That's one of the deepest things you've ever said on this podcast, Garry. That was really poignant, very, very deep. I just thought of what is that? Oh shit, what's that reality show with the guy with the little neck? It was really popular. 90 Day Fiance. With the guy, I don't know if you guys don't remember the guy with like no.
I've never seen it, probably because it's very popular.
Yeah, but that guy's really popular. I forgot what his name was. I'm doing a terrible job with this, but this guy has like no neck, and he's like 5 feet tall. He's horrible looking. He's got terrible hair, and he gets a wife from the Philippines. And just like Garry said, I'm looking at that guy. I'm like, that's a rough life, but there was something for him in the Philippines. Just like Garry said, just time and place. Dude,
there's a lot of possibilities out there. That's all I'm saying, man. Just consider the possibilities.
Go to Mexico, baby.
Go to Mexico. Do some blow. Fucking travel to. Just give it a shot. Just see where it takes you before you say it's all over. You know.
From 1 to 10, how much does your mom love going on adventures with you? What do you think?
On adventures with me?
Yeah, like all these wild things that you expose.
Oh, she fucking loves it, dude. Every second of it. She loves being a part of that shit. Absolutely. Like, she'll joke about like going to the strip clubs and stuff, but she thinks it's the best thing ever, for sure.
What's she doing over there in Puerto Rico? Like, what's
she's just visiting. Just visiting.
I know, but like, what does she do during the day when you like go train and stuff?
Sometimes she comes with us. Other times she stays back, cleans the house, does some errands and stuff. You know, nothing crazy.
Gotcha. How long is she gonna be out there for?
So she was supposed to be gone already, but all the flights were canceled because of the snow.
Yeah, I was gonna say perfect time for her to not be up in New York or up in New England.
So she'll be gone, I think, Thursday.
How long was she out there for?
She got here Monday.
Oh, so it's like.
Well, if not this Monday. Sorry, she got here like last Monday, so over a week.
Okay. What does she think about your new living situation?
I think she likes it. I don't know if it's just her or like people from her generation in general. They have like a little bit of a difficulty being in an environment where people don't speak I mean, everybody has difficulty being in an environment where people don't speak the language, but I think in a generational gap, like they get it less. Like it's like you've been doing things the same way for so long and living in a comfortable environment where everybody speaks your language that when you go to a place where they don't, you don't understand how to interact. So like there'll be times where like her or Gordon's mom or whatever will be trying to communicate something to somebody and they don't understand the language. They don't understand English, right? And my mom obviously doesn't understand Spanish. So
Like
their way, her or Trisha's way of getting that message across that they want to get across is just shouting it louder in English, you know? And it's like, I don't think that's going to help. Like, I don't think they're going to get it any more than they got it the last time.
In any type of volume.
Yeah. So there's some things that I'm sure she's frustrated by, but you know, overall, I think she likes it. She likes hanging out by the beach and stuff, and you know, the environment and things. And
What
she
about-
likes the environment.
What about you, Gary? How are you like adapting over there?
I like it, man. There's just some bullshit that I got to deal with here and there, like logistical shit that doesn't make any sense, like all these apartment rules that I got to follow. Like I've been trying to move shit into my house, and they're constantly trying to stop me from moving. You know, oh, it has to be between these times, and it can't be on these days. You got to let us know. You got to do this. It's such a pain in the ass to like just get real life stuff done sometimes. Also, just like not having a car yet. I'm trying to get this really nice yellow El Camino.
Yeah, you told us
El
about
Camino.
that.
That's badass.
I haven't gotten it yet, but that's the plan, dude. I'm
What's
gonna
going
rent
on?
a car.
Are you still like negotiating with the guy? What's going on?
Yeah, the tricky part is getting the money to him. So I got a cashier's check written out so that I could just hand that to him. But I was a total retard and literally left the cashier's check at the bank that I was at. I like went to the ATM afterwards. Total fucking ADHD retard Gary moment. So I don't have the cashier's check. So I could wire him the money, which I don't have a problem with, but that's a little tricky because it doesn't go straight to your account. I don't want him to think that I'm trying to fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get a money order because it's too much money. My bank won't allow it. So I'm thinking I'm going to do two things. One, I think I'm going to try to talk to this guy and wire him the money. And two, I'm going to open a Puerto Rican bank account so that like this doesn't happen in the future and I can get these things done a little easier, you know?
Yeah.
Wiring is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure. They want me to like fill out forms and shit. It's a project. They want me to get, I don't know. It's just, and then like on top of all that, you know, when I actually get the car, I got to go get the title. We got to sign some other shit with a notary. It's a whole fucking thing. So.
What about you, Chris? What have you been doing these days, man?
Just been down in Florida, training. I had my nephew down with me.
I saw that. Is he like your little protege?
Yeah, man. He decided he wants to fight. So we got him 2 fights in 2 weekends. He did fucking awesome. So
Nice.
How long has he been practicing?
From walking into a gym to now, about 18 months.
Not long at all.
No, he was gonna fight during the pandemic. Well, he was gonna fight, then the pandemic happened. So it was funny. He's been training in Queens in New York, and I think it was this past November. He hadn't been in the gym because of the pandemic. New York has been really, really tight. Finally, they kind of opened things up. He goes to the gym, and very first day they put him in to spar, and he did like 6 rounds. So the coaches just kind of put him in, and he sent me the video too. He sparred with some bigger guys, and he got beat up, you know. And he was like, "Man, it hurt my rib," and you know, he's like, I didn't like getting beat up like that. I gotta get better. And I was like, man, I can't be there to feel like an uncle.
That.
I can't be there to coach him all the time or protect him from those kind of situations. So I'm like, all right, man. Well, come with me for a mini training camp down in Florida, so I'm with you every single day, and I'm gonna get you sparring, and just get you ready. So now when you go back home, I don't care who you spar with, you'll be good enough that you can protect yourself and you can fight. And so we did that. So I had him down with me all of December. I was trying to get his ass kicked as much as I could, but the kid's good. He kept showing up, kept working hard, kept improving, and got him a couple fights. He did awesome.
Nice.
What do you think? You're gonna try to like help him in his career?
No, he wants to go pro.
Oh, he does.
So yeah.
But 18 months is nothing though.
Yeah, but he's
Is
a really
he like
good
a natural?
Yeah, he's a really good athlete. I mean, he's been training with us at home forever, but like for like legitimately going to another gym at 18 months.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so he had like skills before that.
Yeah. Every Algieri can fight. We all, if you're in my house, it's all boys. My brother has 4 sons. They're all savages. Yeah.
You got hands.
They can all wrestle. They can all fight. They can all box.
Garry, you know one thing that that struck me when I was watching your Instagram the other day, which was very nice of you, is that you guys were picking up trash at the beach.
Yeah. Well, me specifically. I don't know if you guys. Mike tried to take responsibility for something that I was doing. But
where'd you get the garbage bag, though?
I just brought it from home.
Do you always do that when you go to the beach?
Not every single time. I forget sometimes, but I try to whenever I can. Even if I don't have the garbage bag, I'll pick up a few things. It's just like, honestly, you know, people look at it as like an altruistic thing, but I'm telling you right now, it's a 100% selfish thing. I'm literally only doing it so that I don't have to step on trash and shit at the beach. Like, I'm literally only helping out. I just want anybody that thinks that I'm like a really good-hearted person for going around the beach in Puerto Rico and picking up trash. It's not for anyone else.
Were you trying to pull some tail with that move?
Well, now, that's another thing I did consider, though, Frankie. So that's another reason why it's a selfish behavior. I do think that there's a high probability that if I do this enough consistently, that there will be locals or people that go to those beaches often that see me doing it and they're like, oh man, what a nice guy. He's really trying to help out. And then, you know,
I like your style.
Get it.
Good things come to those who wait. That's all I have to say.
I don't like your mustache, but I like your style.
When did you pick up this behavior? Because when you came down here, you were like a litter bug.
F you, bro. No
whoa.
Garry didn't give 2 fucks.
That's not
true.
Throw
beer cans, beer bottles.
That is not true.
He gave 0 fucks.
Are the beaches down there like really like fucked up? Is there a lot of trash?
I mean, there's definitely much more than you would see at like a beach in like Jersey or something, I would say. You know? Like, it's just and the weird part about it is like there's a lot of like trash bins and shit on the beach. But I do think this. Some of it looks fresh, like new trash that people are literally leaving on the beach, like jerk-offs, right? And then some of it, I would imagine, is probably from the hurricane. Like, because shit probably got swept up during the hurricane and, like, is just in the ocean, is repeatedly kind of, like, pushed on shore. So I don't think 100% of it is just people being jerk-offs. I do think that, like, some of it is just left over from like storms and stuff that swept people's trash away.
I totally forgot.
That makes sense.
Puerto Rico gets hit a lot by hurricanes.
A lot.
Yeah.
When that season's what? That's like August through like November, right?
Yeah, I think it's the summer months. Somebody was telling me the other day that it wasn't always the case, that Puerto Rico didn't always get hit by hurricanes, but then something changed environmentally or something that caused that to happen. I don't know if there's any validity to that. I'm going to have to do some research. But yeah, interesting. But I don't know. I haven't experienced anything here other than like, you know, some heavy rain for a bit. I mean, I would say that for a while it would rain like a little bit, like every day. And then honestly, since my mom's been here, it's been pretty good. There was like one day where it rained pretty heavy. But no storms or anything like that so far.
It's been frigid in Florida right now. It's like low
Really?
60s. Yeah. Like
People have been telling me that. People have been telling me it's pretty cold in Florida.
Yeah, we got hit with a cold front. It's getting into like the mid-40s at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dude, the weather's been crazy this year. Like, I've seen on Instagram, like, a whole bunch of snowstorms in places that don't really have snowstorms.
Yeah, Texas had some snow.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Fuck that. I'm good. If I never see snow again, I'm straight.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm staying down here, getting closer and closer to the equator. I'm waiting for things to get a little more fucked up, and then I'm just going to move south. And then things get a little more fucked up, just keep moving south.
That's it, baby.
I'm going to move in with Garry for a little bit, and then I'm going to go down to Belize, and then who knows where I'll end up.
And then you'll be off the grid.
Can't wait.
And no one will be able to track you.
I'm 1 foot out the door already, bro.
Chris is going to be my boxing coach, my personal stylist.
That's
It's going to be so many things for me.
Wouldn't be the first time I've worn
It's gonna fix
many
so many
hats around
problems.
Chris, what's up with your fight, man?
Has it
moved again?
Well, I tried to get the Adrian Broner fight. His opponent pulled out, or no, I'm sorry, his opponent got COVID. I called my manager. I was like, that fight's in 3 weeks. I was like, I'll take it. And he was like, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you'll be ready in 3 weeks? I'm like, yeah, I'll be ready for that fight. But that didn't work out. So now we're looking at March.
What the fuck, dude? They keep on pushing your fights.
Yeah. It's, you know, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, everything happens for a reason. But, I don't know, I think that just some things that were going on with my training, it's not the worst thing.
Well,
but
some things that were going on in your training, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were getting fucked up, Chris, right? You were getting
No.
KO'd.
I banged up my thumb a couple weeks ago, and it was giving me a lot of trouble. And I've hurt this thumb a million times. I mean, if you can see some of the fucking bumps on it.
How'd you bang it up?
Sparring. Slipped the jab, threw an overhand right, hit a guy in his forehead, and it was like shot right up my arm. I thought I broke it, and I was like, fuck, I'm just going to have to fight this fight with a broken thumb, which I've done before. But I think it's actually all right. It's definitely still tender, but.
Did you try to hit him full clip?
Yeah. You see my sparring. You know how we do it.
You don't treat your sparring partners very well, Chris.
Can't, man. Fight night is sparring is practice for fight night.
What's so is there like some type of balance between like sparring and like kind of like play fighting and not taking too many hits to the head? Because do you spar with like headgear?
Yeah, headgear, big gloves.
But still, I mean,
yeah,
there's got to be some damage to that.
For sure, and that's why I don't spar as much as I used to. Like I'll do less sessions a week, and I won't do as many rounds. Because a lot of times when you do a lot of rounds, as you start to fatigue, your reaction times are a little bit different. You start getting hit with shots that you probably wouldn't have gotten hit with if you were a little fresher. So I try and do everything now at this point, you know, fresh. So I'm at, you know, full clip, and you know, I'm not getting hit with dumb shit. I'm not taking unnecessary damage.
Did you guys see the McGregor fight?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My boy Dustin did his thing.
Boy Dustin, huh?
I told everybody, don't sleep on the diamond, man. At this weight, I think he takes a punch a lot better than he did at 45. He's been consistently working. He's been in some fucking wars lately against top guys and has been pulling out the win. So
what do you think that McGregor folded?
He always does. I think he always does.
Do you think he quit? Do you guys think he quit?
I mean, he just got hit with fucking 100 shots in a row.
Yeah.
I don't really think it was a matter of quitting. I think he was fucking rocked to the core, you know? I think I could say that he quit if, like, he got hit by a few shots and he fell down. But, like, dude, it was shot after shot after shot after shot after shot clean on the jaw against the fence. There was nowhere to go.
There was nowhere to go.
And his leg was chewed up. His leg was super chewed up. He was taking shots all night long. I mean, Dustin is no light puncher.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, he rocked Max Holloway a few times in their fight.
And Max has never been down, never been stopped.
He's never been, like, sat down.
I'll say it flat out. I sparred with Dustin several times, and he's the best boxer I've ever sparred with in MMA. And I've worked with a lot of guys.
Well, if you see the first round, McGregor kind of clipped Poirier. I think it was with an uppercut, and he kind of like wobbled a little bit. But then like McGregor didn't pounce on him like he usually does, because he gets super aggressive once he sees that he tags you.
Yeah, no, he's a shark.
He kind of like held back, which in hindsight I think he must think that was a mistake.
I think Poirier said he did get hurt in that first round. That might have been that shot that you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, when I was seeing it live, I couldn't understand why he didn't like capitalize on it.
So, I mean, McGregor, I think he has this thing that's very special about him that a lot of people, it takes them a long time to get, and some people never get it, which is like the ability to be relaxed and calm in really stressful situations. And this happens both offensively and defensively for McGregor. And sometimes it's great, right? Because you're under stress, and when you get into a high anxiety situation and you overreact, it makes things worse, right? So, that calmness allows him to be a little bit more precise and, maybe react with a little bit more of a level head. But I also think sometimes that not letting that level of anxiety in prevents you from reacting maybe as sharply as you would have, as impulsively as you would have. So whether it was offensively or even defensively, when he finally got pinned up against the cage, yes, I know the leg kicks made him a little bit slower. I think you kind of get into this mode. It's like, oh yeah, I can take 2 shots, I can take 3, and now before you know it, I just got tagged by 4, 5, 6, and now it's too late to do an abrupt panic reaction that might have saved your ass to run away from the wall or move your head or whatever the case may be. And I think there was some of that going on, whether it be what you were mentioning, which was being so relaxed that he's like, oh, yeah, I got him hurt, but I don't need to, like, pounce on the guy. Or, yeah, like, I got hit a couple times, but I don't need to freak out. Like, I don't need to run away from the wall or anything like that. And I think that hurt him a little bit in that fight. But in many, many fights, it's been the difference between him winning and been probably a winning feature for him. But in that fight, I think it was a losing feature. Yeah, but
it's also a losing feature for him because he's even brought it up that certain times I forgot what round he said it is, but he gets like this worked up and he folds like he did with Mayweather, like he did with Diaz that one time. So maybe you're right. Maybe he's trying to kind of hold back. He hold it back from that anxiety and just stay calm so he can get over the hump because he's definitely talked about that before. That he's got to get over. He's got to get past those kind of fights. He did it in the second Diaz fight. He spoke about it. He said he was starting to feel that kind of anxiety coming on, but he got over it. But then he didn't do that in Mayweather. He didn't do that in the first Diaz fight. He couldn't do that with what's his name, Khabib either. He gets overexcited.
Sure.
Chris, I'll tell you what the superstar of the night was though. Mikey Chandler.
Mikey Chandler, my other boy.
Dude, I love that guy. Like, dude, his mindset,
and that was a big win.
Speaks, how humble he is, how good he is. I'm rooting for him. I'm a big Chandler fan.
He's a bad dude, man. Iron Michael Chandler. I've known Mike, forget it. I know him from Vegas from like 10 years ago. I first met him when he like literally still had the scars on his face from the Alvarez fight. And that was the first time I met him. And we just,
I've always fucking war.
Yeah. War. And we just cross paths all the time. Like first in Vegas, now in Florida. And he's a great dude. Man. Motherfucker can crack with both hands.
He did what Dustin couldn't do.
Yeah.
In 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm. But that fight with Dustin and what's his name was fucking awesome.
Hooker.
That fight was awesome.
It was amazing.
They killed each other.
That was one of like the fights of the year.
I was surprised. Canada. I thought Dustin was gonna smoke him. I was surprised that was such a good fight.
Yeah, that dude can take a punch, but I guess Mike Chandler hits a different way.
Dude, first round Mike is one of the most dangerous guys other than McGregor. First round Mike is super dangerous.
Garry, what about you, man? You got any fights coming up?
Well,
any announcements?
So I have nothing scheduled.
Any offers?
That I can confirm, but what was I going to say? I got to be careful about the way that I speak.
Spill the beans,
baby. What's that?
Spill the beans.
No, we're hoping for a title shot, and I just gotta see whenever I'm gonna get that opportunity, and I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I would say that it's absolutely gonna happen within the year. Nothing, again, like I said, nothing scheduled, nothing signed, but I'd like to believe that I'm next in line for that. I think most people believe that I'm next in line for that. And, so it'll probably be most likely, unless, something crazy happens, it'll probably be me and Thonley for the title, I would say, at some point in the near future.
Is he scheduled to fight at all, or is it probably going to be you?
No, he's not scheduled to fight. No.
That's good. That's good then.
Garry, so the other day I saw that someone named Tong Lee followed us on the Fleshwood podcast. I'm wondering if that's like him.
I mean,
you imagine if he's a fan of the podcast.
So I'm guessing it's him.
Actually, I don't know if that's true, Garry. There might actually be a lot of people named that.
Well, sorry. It's true. There are probably a lot of people named that, but not many that I've met anyway.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't know a lot of Muhammad.
Watching our podcast.
Tong Lee, and Chung Lee.
I think I only know
most
one
common
Muhammad,
names in
Asia. I only know one Muhammad, but apparently there's a lot of them.
You make a good point, Chris.
That's like Jose
perhaps
in
a little
Mexico.
Misguided racism on my part, I
guess. You white privileged fuck.
I know. What a piece of shit I am.
Saying Jose or Carlos in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
This is another episode where we're getting canceled, talking about midgets. What else do we say? Midgets, white privilege. There was one other one.
Your mom getting lap dances. Your mom learning how to pole dance.
I think that's okay.
Is that allowed?
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Eyewitness News, where news comes first.
So, did you guys hear about the whole Wall Street versus the Reddit nerds?
Oh yeah, I did.
Fuck yeah, I did.
How crazy is that? That's
I made some money this week.
You did? Really?
Yeah.
You bought some GameStop?
I've had some GameStop.
You had some? Mm-hmm. From how far back?
Not that far.
Huh.
Yeah, I did it right. This week.
Shit, boy. What platform do you use?
I have a financial advisor. I do everything. Like, he takes care of that.
Him?
Yeah.
Make sure that he's not shorting you or.
Well, I call him every once in a while. I'm like, what's going on? Are you
financial advisor?
Are we doing something illegal? I ask him all the time. I'll call him up. Are we doing something illegal? I'll check my side. Are we doing something illegal? Is this cool?
That's like what's this famous comedian's name that had his brother be his like financial advisor and then like stole all his money? He was really funny. Dane Cook.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah. Dane Cook's brother stole like $10 to $15 million from him.
Fuck.
Damn, he had him put him in jail. Of course, obviously.
Yo.
That's rough, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm so fucking blown away when people's families do shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Dude, imagine like this guy, because he came from nothing, just working his way like into like being an A-list celebrity, one of the hottest comedians.
Huge.
And then having like all your money that you fucking
worked for, earned,
and
literally
grinded
produced,
for, stolen.
Yikes!
By your brother.
I understand killing people when I hear shit like that.
Sure.
But he bounced back, so he's good. He's been selling out arenas. He's actually one of like the few comedians that actually does everything himself. So
he's back?
Yeah, he's been back for a while. Like he books his own arenas and he sells his own tours.
Dude, when I was in college, he was fucking huge. I remember listening to like literally CDs of his.
Oh yeah.
Back when CDs were a thing.
Yeah.
In my Buick LeSabre. I had this big fucking Buick LeSabre, and it was great.
Yes.
So the front seat was one seat, right? And it had the console would grow up, and it was literally like a bench seat. Yeah, that was the headmobile. That thing was fucking awesome.
Was there wood
headmobile?
Was there wood paneling?
There wasn't, but it had blue leather interior.
Man.
Blue leather interior.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Okay.
Yep. Got a lot of blowjays in that fucking thing.
It was basically a cum dumpster.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Was it only yours or did you share it with
no, it was mine. My
family?
brother totaled it, but it was mine. He borrowed it one day and totaled it.
Wow.
You're like, watch out with the passenger seat.
So I called it the Sword because it's Buick LeSabre. So like I was like, all right, jump in the Sword and we'll go. And they're like, what?
Nice.
Yeah,
I named all my cars too, except for I never had any cool ones until the last one. I named them anyway. I didn't give a fuck. I had the Blue Waffle was the first one.
What kind of car was that?
That was a Toyota Corolla.
The Blue Waffle, okay.
Yeah. I had the Blue Waffle, the
Why
Silver
waffle?
Bullet.
I had a Silver Bullet too. Holy
Why
shit.
waffle?
Yeah.
My Honda Accord was a Silver Bullet.
Mine was an Acura RDX.
What?
Yes.
Why waffle?
Do you know what a Blue Waffle is?
No.
I don't
It's
either.
basically like, oh, you don't know either.
No.
So a Blue Waffle, if you look, I encourage our listeners to look this up on like Urban Dictionary or something, is basically like a vagina that's just so disgustingly infected that you don't really know what's going on. So you just call it a Blue Waffle.
Just a beat vagina.
Yeah, just really rough. A lot of venereal diseases involved. So
Have you ever been privy to a Blue Waffle in real life?
ever seen one in person?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I've never seen one in person that I would describe that way anyway.
Are you proactively looking for one?
Looking for any Blue Waffles? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Driving in the car was enough.
I thought that was like kind of like a bucket list type of deal for you.
No, you should avoid those.
The Blue Waffle, by the way, got totaled by a van full of Asians. Funny enough.
How?
Korean Methodists, I think, a van of Korean Methodists.
Whose fault was it?
Oh no, they totaled the car. That was their fault for sure. They merged right into me.
They T-boned you?
Uh-huh.
Fuckers.
Motherfuckers.
Did you,
I can't believe Frank just asked if you were actively looking for. He's not a bug chaser. What the fuck is wrong with
dude,
you?
I don't know. Gary has these like weird fetishes, bro. I don't know.
I really want a
he wants to see one before he dies.
Yeah, I'm really looking for that.
He's like, it's an urban legend. I
put out a Craigslist ad, and I was like, hey, whatever your situation is, if it's super fucked up, come my way.
Yeah. I really want to get HIV before I die.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like searching for Bigfoot.
Oh my god, searching for VD.
Dude, so
In search of VD.
That should be like a reality show.
Oh, that's good. In search of VD.
Gary searching for VD.
In search of VD, the bug chaser's journey. That's good. That's a doc right there.
Fuck
I'll
yeah.
write that one
they
down.
could do like a little magic school bus close up and everything like that. It'll be great.
Sponsored by Kimera Coffee. I'm sure the boys would love this idea.
Yo, speaking of sponsored by
I'll go to the
Kimera
board
Coffee,
meeting and pitch it.
did you get my mom's email?
I got her DM, yeah.
Yeah, my mom told me she was gonna write you something. What did she say?
Yeah, she's like, I've been drinking this shitty Puerto Rican coffee. She's like, I miss Kimera.
Gary, your mom needs her own show.
Yeah,
she needs to have her own podcast.
Dude, we should put her on one day. I wish I would have fucking remembered to do it for this one. We should have done it.
Yeah, dude, I would have had some bomb-ass questions for her.
We'll put her on Skype. We'll plan it the next time. We'll put her on Skype. It'll be interesting. It's going to be us fighting for most of the show.
That'll be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's probably pretty quick. She'll get empty.
She is. She's good energy. For a podcast, anyway.
So, did you guys see that Tom Brady made it to the Super Bowl again?
Yep.
You guys watch football at all? No.
I mean, dude, I didn't even realize that we were there yet. I didn't even know.
Is that this weekend?
We were at that stage, bro.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
That's wild.
That guy just fucking wins.
He slays.
His excellence.
It's not fair. It's not fair that they gave that guy so much talent, so much good looks. Fuck that guy.
So many beautiful women.
Fuck that guy.
What was I gonna say about Tom Brady? Yeah. Did you guys see him in Ted, the movie?
He was he in the first one or the second one?
The first one, yeah. Because I just saw the trailer for like the second one. You guys see
I gotta watch that movie. I hahaven't seen the movie in a while. I gotta watch that.
It's a great movie, but I forget. I only remember little bits and pieces. I just remember Flash being in it and.
Oh, dude, Flash stole the fucking show.
Yeah.
He was awesome. It's like doing blow in the bathroom and shit.
That movie's awesome. Hey, you guys should check out the Tiger Woods documentary. If you guys like the Last Dance, this one's pretty good too.
I actually heard about that. What's it? Is it on Netflix?
It was on Showtime.
Showtime. Showtime does good programming.
But I downloaded it illegally. So.
Which one's better? Is his documentary or the Jordan documentary better?
No, the Jordan is like by far.
Last Dance is crazy.
Best documentary ever.
Yeah.
Of all times. But this one's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The thing is that Jordan was like, well, no, I won't say that because Tiger Woods is pretty fucked up. The things that like he's done are pretty fucked up. So he's definitely got some demons.
I just want to hear. They better have at some point in the documentary just talk about all the chicks he fucked. I just want to hear. I want to know the stories.
That's all I care about because golf is not very entertaining to me.
I need a fucking Bill Chamberlain fucking documentary.
Yes.
That level.
And not even mention basketball.
Yes. Exactly.
Not even talking about basketball.
Basket who?
Yeah. What? You were good at that too? Wow.
How many fucking pussy skeletons do you have in your closet? That's what I want to know.
He had like some crazy number, right? It was like 10,000 or something.
Like 10,000, yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Possible.
It's not.
You can't put those numbers up on the board. No. You know who like claims some like crazy numbers like that? Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Like he brags about it. Like he's notoriously bragging about.
That's probably. I feel like that'd be easier for a musician than an athlete, because they travel so much.
Because they're always drinking and fucking out.
And
doing drugs.
And the musician has a little less responsibility than the athlete, right?
A lot less.
Yeah.
Like as an athlete, you actually as a musician, you got to perform, but like a lot of times you're performing shit that you performed a million times.
You can do it. You can do it hungover. You can do it drunk. A lot of them you can do it high. Yeah. You can't play basketball.
And nobody's actively trying to stop you from performing. It's not a competition, right? It's just you know what I mean. Nobody's coming and fucking ripping your guitar strings out while you're trying to play. You know, nobody's trying to beat you. You're out of the battle of the bands every night. You know.
Yep. So Jake Paul versus Ben Askren.
Ben Askren's getting his ass kicked.
Dude, I agree.
Really?
I think it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
And
really
like
bad.
I kind of like Ben, to be honest, but
I do too.
I mean, I've never seen anything in the striking department from Ben that leads me to believe that he has some level of boxing, like any level of boxing.
Nope.
Like there's a few little tricks that he would play in MMA where he'd kind of dip his head down for a shot and throw like a little cheeky overhand and a little left hook that would kind of land sometimes. But dude, that's all out the window in a boxing match. Like there's no faking a shot. Like, dude, like
you guys think that this guy that's been training for MMA for so many years doesn't have any fucking boxing skills?
Absolutely. I absolutely believe he has zero boxing experience.
Yeah,
well,
he's going to get his ass
I've
kicked.
watched his fights
Gary,
before.
Yeah, Gary, I mean, you're in this world. You would know more than us. You're like in MMA training camps. Well, you are too, Chris.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the guy. I'm a fan of Ben Askren. I really am. But I can't see how this goes well for him.
It's funny because like I was talking to somebody and they're like, wow, it's like, this is gonna be a big deal. He's gonna fight like a real fighter. I'm like, yeah, but literally he's fighting the best guy who is a real fighter. Like literally, he's no striking. He's slow. He's just a slow person. Like he's not explosive. Boxing is so explosive, and he's smaller, way smaller.
I hope to God that he's.
You can take a beating though.
I hope to God that Ben Askren just was like, all right, I cannot lose this. This is gonna, I cannot destroy my legacy and the legacy of mixed martial arts. I am going to train my balls off for this, and I'm just going to work with the best people that I could possibly work for.
Do you think someone
I'm praying that's
as
what he
competitive as Ben Askren is just willing to take a paycheck and fold?
He had a hip replacement like 3 days ago. What the fuck are we talking about here? He has been training. He had a hip replacement like very recently.
Yeah, that's right. He has a hip replacement. Fuck.
Very recently.
Damn.
I heard that he's getting paid like a lot of money.
Good for him. I hope he is. Jake Paul's been down here training and like sparring with real guys. He's fucking huge. He's like 210, 215. He's fucking huge. I mean, Ben is not a big guy.
So, where is he training out of, Chris?
He's been sparring all over the place down in South Florida.
Yeah.
Down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Should try and get into that fucking training camp. Get paid.
No, thank you. I want nothing to do with that fucking circus.
What? What are you talking about, bro? You get clout.
I'm not a fanboy. I don't give a fuck about
get
clout.
Your fucking pay raise.
Nope, I'm good. I
Come
get
on,
paid.
Chris,
I'm
get
good.
that clout, man.
I get paid, baby.
I'll come visit you.
I don't need
we'll
you.
both
You
get
go.
some clout.
You go. We'll get you in there.
We're gonna set Frankie up.
You're my Trojan horse, Chris. Come on.
You're like, I'll bring you there. I'll work the corner for you. You can spar him. You're about the same size.
Yeah, I'll fucking spar him. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna fuck you up too.
I could take a beating, dog.
Sure.
You can train me for like a week before I spar him.
Oh, definitely. I'll work the corner.
It'd be funny.
I'll keep the white towel ready though.
Yeah, the white towel.
Keep the white towel ready.
And talking about boxing, Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia.
Not happening.
It's not. It's fake.
Nope.
Fake news.
Fake news.
So why did they make that post?
Ryan made it. Manny didn't.
Really?
Clout.
So
Eric Gomez, the president of Golden Boy, just said that fight is not happening. Literally posted it an hour ago.
He's making shit up.
Yeah, clout. He's getting headlines.
I'm glad that it's clout because Manny Pacquiao would have fucked him up.
He would have fucking smoked him. He got dropped by a lefty bad at 135. Manny's a real welterweight. That's 2 weight classes away, and Manny can still punch and pull the trigger. So.
What do you think that's gonna happen with Logan Paul versus Mayweather? Do you think Mayweather is gonna fucking like flatline him, or he's just gonna play the game?
He's going to beat him up. It's going to be kind of similar. I think it's going to be kind of similar to the McGregor fight.
Well, McGregor has some like boxing skills and has some defense. I don't think.
No, McGregor's actually good. Logan Paul doesn't, but Mayweather's another 2 years older.
So, what do you think about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis?
I love the lightweight division right now. I think Tank Davis is a fucking monster. I'm a big fan of his, but he's the smallest of all those guys because he's been fighting at 130. He's been fighting at 35 too. Though. Bro, he's been knocking out legit world champions. Like his pedigree, other than Teofimo, is the best because he's beaten more top guys, he's beaten more current world champions, and he knocks them out. Mm-hmm. So he's a really dangerous guy. He hits Ryan the way that Luke Campbell did. Ryan's going to sleep, but the size difference is very different. Ryan's going to end up 154 pounds at one point. He's going to be a 5-division world champion. Like he has so much potential in terms of his size. He's a big guy. He's tall. He's long. I don't know if the fight's going to happen though. I feel like Ryan's going to grow out of the weight class. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's still very young.
Yeah.
So what do you think should be Ryan's next move?
If he's going to stay at 35.
He's been talking a lot of shit to Gervonta.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that fight would be.
Gervonta.
Gervonta. I would love to see that fight. I mean, honestly, it's a great fight. I think I would lean a little bit towards Gervonta, but I could see Ryan winning that fight too.
Yeah, I think that's
based on size.
What is it true that not Triple G, Canelo left Golden Boy?
Yeah, they split up like 6 months ago.
Fuck, dude.
He sued them. It was fucking awesome. A fighter beat a promoter in court. It's pretty great. I'm happy about it.
Man, how did De La Hoya fuck this up, man?
The pandemic definitely hurt him because he had guarantees in his contract, and then they were trying to undercut him and be like, hey, listen, we got to cut your purse because the pandemic. And Canelo was like, fuck you, you do. We got a number on paper. You got to meet that number. I don't care how much it hurts you. You got to meet that number. And that's what got him out.
Did you see that De La Hoya wants to box Triple G?
Bad idea. Bad idea.
That guy.
Bad idea.
Why is he even saying that?
I don't know.
He thought it was probably like
clout,
like in a bender.
Triple G said he would kill him, like literally murder him. Like he would try. Like he said
like
that.
Ivan Drago doing. Yeah. Fucking up Apollo.
I don't like when people say shit like that, but like it's crazy for him to speak out of pocket like that because that's not his style at all.
Yeah, Triple G isn't like someone that would talk shit like that.
Nah, he ain't talking shit. I think he believes it.
It's like no.
No, you're going to die.
We'll die. I must break you. So, Dr. Dre's back in the studio, guys. He bounced back from that heart attack. Now he's making beats again.
Heart attack or brain? He had a brain aneurysm, right? Wasn't his brain?
Yeah. Potato.
Yeah. Both good.
I love that Frankie just brings us like half-baked news. It's like the fucking heart attack or the thing, like whatever the fucking.
Nice. I'm
keeping
you updated.
Off, and his blood pressure got a little too high. You know,
keeping
whatever.
You updated with fucking current events.
That should be that should be the name of the of. It shouldn't be current events. It should be half-baked news by Frankie. That's the segment name.
You guys are
from
dicks.
Now on. That's great. Well, it's awesome because me and Gary live in gyms. We don't know anything. We're like we're like
turtles. That's up. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I could literally make up anything.
Yeah,
you
really
100% good.
You guys would probably like push it forward like bro science. Like, hey, did you guys hear that Dr. Dre got a heart attack?
And we're like, no. Yeah, okay. Is he okay? Did he make it?
Well,
we're such assholes.
You guys are lovely. Lovely.
Oh boy.
All right, you bunch of dickheads.
You guys cracked me up. Well.
Peace out, boys.
Love you guys. See you later.
Stay up, players. Hey, say hi to Laurel, Gary.
Oh, I will.
Bye.
I'll give Oral Laurel all my hellos.
No.
Woo.
No. Cross the line, dog.
I move
Adios.
for no man. No man. No man. No man. No. We'll call it a draw. No man. Just a flesh wound. Just a flesh wound. Just a flesh wound. Just a.